Hey guys, welcome to the third lecture on SQL for Actuaries. And in this one, we are going to cover 6 more case studies where we will cover about the aggregate functions, distinct, group by, and then we will touch upon some of the basics related to the joins. Joins is considered as one of the complex feature within the SQL, but it is not complex at all. So let's begin. First of all, we will open our SQL server. Then these are our tables. So let's open our case study. Okay. All right. So now the 14th case study is that how many customers do we have in the customers table? Okay. All right. Then we have to show only one value. Okay. So how many customers do we have in the customers table? So first of all, let's open the customers table where it is over here. Select top 1000 rows. So when we trigger for the first time, it will take some time, as I said in my last video as well. All right, so this is my data of the customers table, but the question is that I want to see how many customers do we have in the customers table. So I will just use them. I will type count star and that's it, and trigger this. So we can see like there are 91 rows within this customers table. That is what question is trying to ask. How many customers do we have in the customers table? So basically it's all about the rows that they are talking about. So with this, we are introducing a function that is the aggregate function. And within the aggregate, we are looking at the count function. So what does the methodology say? Let's take a look. So over here in SQL, there are 5 very important aggregate functions, and the one of them is the count function. It counts the number of rows in the SQL table in which the value in column 1 is something. Okay, we have not applied the where condition right now. We have just applied the simple concept because we just want to know the number of rows within this customer table. We are not applying any kind of filter. All right, and we can see like there is no name over here, so we can give a name. Let's say total customers is equal to, and that's it. So that is the name. Total customers is equal to count all of the values from the Northwind DBO customers. All right, so with this we have completed our 14th question. Let's come to the 15th question. Now show the date of the first order ever made in the orders table. So let's go to the orders table. First of all, select everything from orders. Let's trigger this. So this is my data, and now they are saying show the date of the first order. So that is the order date. So basically I want to find the minimum value of the order date, right? Because with that we can say that okay, this is my first order. So I will apply min condition on the order date. And let's trigger this. So this is the minimum value, and I can give the name as well. Let's call it first order is equal to minimum of order from the orders table, and we can see, right? So we have applied the minimum function over here. Let's move on. Now 16th is that show the list of countries where the Northwind company has customers. Okay, so this is my Northwind database. So let's go to the customers table. First of all, select everything from customers, and we want to see the list of countries. So we have the list of countries over here, but there are duplicate values within it. So to remove the duplicate values, we have to use the function named as distinct. So I will type distinct, distinct, and the column name is country. That's it. Distinct country from customers. And there you go. You can see all of the unique values of the countries. This is one of the way. And one more way is with the help of group by function. So I will type, so this is my query right now. Okay, so I want to find the country. So I will type select country from the customers, group by customers, group by country. So if I trigger this, you can see I can get the same result. Now the question is, what is this group by? So if you are very familiar with the Excel, then you know about the concept of sum if, right? That we are okay applying the sum if, average if, count if. So all of these things are doing what? They are doing the grouping, right? So for example, if I open Excel right now, group by is a very good statement when it comes to whether SQL or it comes to Python. Okay, so suppose if I'm saying that company, okay, company is, let's say, Tesla, Facebook, again Tesla, Tesla, Microsoft. Okay, and we have their sales available with us: 100, 200, 250, 50, 500. So if I want to, find the total amount of sale by each of the company, so how will I find that? With the help of the sum if function. Pretty simple, right? And I will apply that sum if function on the basis of company. So basically I am doing the group by on the company column, right? So what will I do? I will do like sum if, where the range is, so I want to find the total of the Tesla, so I will type Tesla over here, Facebook and Microsoft, right? So I will type sum if, and my range is over here, comma, my criteria is this one, and what will be my sum range? That is this one. So that's how we do this thing within our Excel. So you can see that the total amount of sales for the Tesla is 400, as we can see. So like 200, then oh sorry, 100 and 50, 150 plus 250, 400. And for Microsoft it is 500 only, and for Facebook it is 200. So the same concept we are applying in case of in over here as well. So we are using the group by, where we are applying the group by on the country column, and we are just selecting the country column. We are not selecting any other column. All right, let's see this thing with one more example. Now the next example, the next question is that show a list of all the different values within the customer table for contact titles. Also include the count for each contact title. First of all, let's open the customer table. So that is my customer table, right? So I will just type star over here, remove this condition and execute this. Now show a list of all the different values for the contact titles. So again, the same concept for the contact titles. So I will do what? Group by contact title, and I will type contact title over here as well, because I want to find the unique values of the contact title. Now if I trigger this, I will get only the unique values. Let's take a look. You can see over here, but it is saying that also include the count for each contact title. So basically I want to find that, okay, if there are accounting managers, so how many accounting managers there are? So basically like the count if function, right? So I will type count and star within it. So now if I trigger this, you can see that there are 10 accounting managers, that there are 2 assistant sales agent. You can see there is no column name. We can give the name total is equal to, so we can call it total. So now you can see, and suppose if I want to order them, so I can do that with the help of order by function. So order by total, and let's do it descending, and there you go. So contact title owner, so there are 17 owners we have, and the least value is of marketing assistant, that is only 1. Okay, so with the help of the group by function, we can do the grouping, and we can apply then any kind of aggregate function on the numerical values that we have in any other column. But over here we are just doing the total, that how many values there are, basically the count. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. So now we are left with the 2 more questions, and over here we are using the concept of joins. Okay, so we will understand the joins in a detail now. So what does the question say? First of all, let's take a look. So we are saying that we would like to show for each product. the associated supplier. Okay, so we basically want to see the product ID, product name, and the company name of the supplier. Okay, so let's go to the products table first of all. Select everything from products table. Okay, so we have the product ID available with us, we have the product name, and the third one is the company name of the supplier. Do we have the company name? We don't have the company name of the supplier. Let's take a look at the supplier table. Suppliers, and okay, over here we can see that okay, the company name is present in this suppliers table. So consider, joins are like the VLOOKUP. Okay, broadly speaking, consider the joins are like the VLOOKUP, whereas joins are much more advanced. But for now, just consider it like a VLOOKUP index match type of thing. Now we are saying that we have the product ID over here, we have the product name over here. If we want to see the corresponding this company name of the supplier, so is there any link between both of the tables? Then yes, we have. That is the supplier ID. As you can see, like the supplier ID is present over here, and same supplier ID is present over there as well. But remember one thing, in both of these tables right now the column name is same, but in reality this will not be the case. It might be the case that the column name might be different, but they are representing the same thing in the two tables or more than two tables basically. So basically what we will do now, that if it is one, then we can just take the value exotic liquids in over here in front of the chai and chang and whatever is the product name. Okay, so how to apply the joins function over here, let's take a look now. So I will type select the product ID that we want the product name as well from the products table. Right now we will apply the join, basically the inner join. Now what is inner join, outer join? We will cover all of these concepts in our next lecture. So for now, select product ID, product name from the products, then join. Now which table we want to join? That is the suppliers table. So joins suppliers, then we will write on. Okay, so it means that we are applying the join condition on. Now what are the common things between both of these tables? That is the supplier ID, right? So I will type like products, that is my table 1, products dot supplier ID is equal to suppliers dot supplier ID. Just remove this. Again, let's take a look. Product ID, product name. These two are present over here from the products. Then we are applying the join suppliers on. Okay. As we are using the inner join, so I don't have to write inner join. But when we will see about the outer join, left join, self join, right join, then we have to mention them specifically. But by default, it will be assumed as inner join. So join suppliers on products.supplier ID, so that my SQL will not get confused that if I write, let's say supplier ID is equal to supplier ID, then my SQL will be confused that okay, this supplier ID is from which table. So I am defining specifically that products.supplier ID, which means that there is a column named as supplier ID which is present in the products table, that has to be equal to the supplier ID column of the suppliers table. So now if I trigger this, you can see like right now we have just these two values. I can just bring my supplier, the company name, right? So I will type just the company name, and now you can see. So this company name is from the another table, that is suppliers. All right, so as you can see. Now let's take a look at one more example that we have, that is last question for the day, case study number 9. We would like to show a list of orders that were made including the shipper that was used. So we have to show the order ID, order date, and the company name. Okay, so order ID, order date, so it must be from the orders table. select everything from the orders. Let's trigger this. So we have the order ID with us. We have customer ID. What do they want? Order ID, order date. So we have the order ID, order date, and the company name of the shipper. So we don't have the company name over here. Let's bring the shippers table as well. Okay, so now we have the shippers table with us and we have the company name over here. But now shipper ID is over here. So do we have any shipper ID column name over here? We don't have. But I can see that I have a column named as ship via, which is basically shipper ID. As you can see, like 1, 2, 3. These are the values 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, ship via, right? So it means that we have to combine this column with this column. Same concept that we have done in our last case study. Let's do the same thing. So what do they want? The order ID, order date. So I will type order ID, order date. Okay. And what do they want? The company name. Company name. From orders. Let's type the company name later. From orders, join suppliers on. Now we have to apply the orders dot ship via. That is the name of our column, which is over here. So that is equal to the suppliers dot shipper ID. Simple, right? And we want to extract the company name. So, comma company name. So now if I trigger this, I can see the result. But the question is saying that from the order date, I only need the date only. So as I covered in my last lecture, that is the convert function. So I will write convert it into the date. That is the name of my column. And here you go. We can give the name to the column as well. Let's call it new date is equal to, and here you go. So we have the order ID, the date, and the company name. And then in the end, they are saying that, okay, you have to sort by the order ID. So just order by order ID. So now if I execute this, you can see that we will get the result. So these are some of the functions that we have covered in this lecture. So I hope that you all enjoyed this. So we have covered about the basics of the join function, and we have covered some of the aggregate functions. So aggregate functions can be, you can apply the average function, you can apply the count function, you can apply the sum if. So it is same like the Excel that we are doing in the Excel. The same concept can be done over here. And this particular document that I just showed you over here, you can find this document within the description below. And so I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And now you can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you enjoyed this video, that is Actuary Sense. You can follow me on LinkedIn by the name Kamal Sardana, and you can follow our page as well on LinkedIn, same by the name Actuary Sense. Cheers, KS.